Hi, welcome in and welcome back to the Energy Compass Tarot. My name's Deborah. You want to have a seat? You want to talk about it, exchange some energy? Go ahead, have a seat, and let's pull some cards. What's going on? Queen of Cups, the world. You're showing up with an open heart. You have closed out a major chapter of your life of lessons. And you're anchoring into the knowing that you're complete and whole just as you are. And that when you show up with a loving heart, you have all that you need. And when you show up in love, you have the ability to transform the world. I know it's cheesy, but the alternative is living in a world of darkness. So, yeah, let's choose the light because we're conscious creators here, right? Eight of Cups. We've left behind the past. We've left behind the pain, the suffering. We've left behind this idea that life is always supposed to be hard. Recent past, Three of Swords, heartache. This is from the past, Six of Cups, a time when things were out of balance. It feels like it feels like you tried a lot in the past. You tried to get things back into balance. You did this through self-sacrifice. It feels like you continually gave more to the other person, thinking that it was going to change something, and it never did. It just continued to pull your heart apart. It left you with no other option than to leave. What's the incoming? Four of Cups in reverse. Apathy and boredom. It's coming out in reverse. It's saying in the incoming, you don't have time for things that don't light you up. You don't have time for things that don't bring you joy, that don't make you laugh. Um, it feels like you've spent so much time in heartache that now that you're free of it, it's like you just want to feel good as often as you can. You realize that boredom and apathy is like just taking a back seat to life. And it feels like you've spent so much time in darkness that the idea of just kind of sitting back and waiting to see what happens when you know you have the option just to stand up and be present and create, the idea of not doing that is just really boring. Focus is judgment. Judgment is the release, it is the freedom, it is the letting go of what was in order to have something brand new. It is the reconciling of your life. And the focus is spirit, it is setting you free. You in spirit are you're being set free from everything that was holding you back and holding you down, the judgments of yourself and the judgments of others. You're not allowing them to come into this now moment. What's the underlying? Ten of Cups. You want it all. You've seen what your Ten of Cups looks like and you're not willing to settle for anything less. You've reprogrammed the subconscious mind to understand what true Ten of Cups love is. Because in the past, it was programmed. It was programmed and enmeshed with codependency, with heartache. The true happiness is coming on board in the subconscious mind. And what that means is you're not going to fear it. This has tried to come in and it activated fear within you because there was still some leftover old programming. Now, in the subconscious, 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups are nothing less, nothing less than 10 of Cups for you. It's like you won't even allow individuals that are not capable of upholding 10 of Cups to get near you. Like, no thanks. No thanks. I'm a 10 of Cups. You only have 7? I'm not interested. You're not going to settle when it comes to love, to your happiness, to your fulfillment. You're viewing yourself as temperance. It feels like you finally figured out how to be patient. You may not enjoy it, but you can do it. And you are doing this because you have the understanding that it is within the waiting, it is within the pause where spirit is just pointing out, like, wait, where's your frequency? Is there anything that needs to get it readjusted? Don't forget, we're always creating. And it feels like there's this integration pause happening right now within you, where you're seeing your energetic frequency and how much higher it is. And within the pause, your spirit is kind of working with you of like, okay, you're capable of holding this frequency. Ground it in. Ground it in this pause. Make sure that you are setting the station of what you're emitting. Good work. You can do it. If you couldn't do it, it wouldn't be here. Surrounding, we've got 4 swords that came out in reverse, and 7 of swords in reverse in the bottom of the deck. What's this about? 10 of swords, hanged man. In the surrounding energy, there are some people being put in a pause from spirit. I've said this in a previous reading. 10 of swords, it's a painful end. It feels like there's this 7 of swords energy, this sneaky energy, kind of, doing stuff and under the cover of night, thinking that they're smarter, thinking that nobody's ever going to catch on. And it feels like this energy, it thought that it was always going to have control. It thought that it was just waiting for the opportunity to like sneak back in. And it feels like in your activation of your wholeness, in your stepping into your power, there's this 10 of swords ending and major pause when they realize they just will never have access to your energy again. That energetically, vibrationally, you are so far out of alignment. They could never get anywhere near, they're saying, your nest, because you fly so high. And here they are doing, they're saying, petty things in the dark. They exist up here, and you're way up here with spirit. It feels like somebody's going to be put in this, they're showing it like whiplash energy of like, they're going to be seeing their 10 of swords as far as the 10 of swords they put in your bag. Like, spirit's going to be giving them whiplash when they experience your energetic signature and they feel this extreme distance. It's going to be jarring for them. And because you are not connected, you're going to be totally unbothered. Their world's going to get rattled by spirit, and spirit is just going to have you safely tucked away in your nest, resting, recharging, ready for the next chapter. Interesting. Okay, hopes and fears. 2 of Cups. It's time. It's time to walk within divine union. This is where you love yourself. This is where you have supportive friends. This is where you have romantic love. This is where you and spirit are working together day in and day out to lead with love. Knight of Wands. Get ready for an adventure with this person, with this new friend, with this new love. You guys are going to have a really good time together. And King of Cups. It's you're both are showing up with such big big powerful open hearts. It's going to feel really good. Things are just going to flow. What's the outcome? Eight of Pentacles. The outcome is Spirit's going to put you to work. But this is work that you're going to enjoy. This is work where time just flies by. Um, I don't feel this is new. I don't feel like Spirit is putting you on a new path. I feel like Spirit may be returning you to a path, to a craft, to a hobby, to a skill that you had a long time ago that you were interested, and you just didn't have the time or the focus to do it. And the outcome is Spirit is opening up all this space for you to really put your all into creating what it is that you want to create within that Eight of Pentacles energy. And this, oftentimes this is a direct link to something that we may have done in a past life. Death at the bottom of the deck. It's like everything that doesn't serve is getting laid to rest, because it's time for you to be happy. Okay. That was an interesting reading. Thank you. Thank you for letting me get a peek inside your world. Thank you for exchanging energy and for the benefit of all of us, as we wake up, as we come back home, as we activate our gifts, as we step into our power. We're not doing it on our own. There's a collective of us, all going through a similar storyline, but we're at different points within the storyline. And the willingness to step forward, the willingness to be seen and to share where we're at within that storyline, it's always going to offer a little clue, a little nugget to other fellow travelers. So I appreciate your willingness to go on this journey together. I hope you got something valuable from this time here. I hope you come again. And if you'd like some more, make sure you subscribe. See you later.